experience is normal, and everybody else is ugly, and everybody else is negative, and everybody else is abnormal, and everybody else is something that needs to be questioned and critiqued, and they feel entitled to tell us how our experience affects us. You understand what I'm saying? Now when I talk about privilege, what people gotta understand, when people get twisted sometimes, is that privilege, when you talk about sociology, is you're born with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of privilege in this world, and some of this privilege I got because I work fucking hard, and I'm dope, and I earn my shit. You understand? Like, some of the privilege I got is earned. Some of the privilege that I got is earned. I earned that. And nobody can take that away from me, and I don't apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't owe nobody no motherfucking explanation for nothing I've earned. You know what I'm saying? But some privileges I'm born with. I'm born with some privilege. Like, for instance, I'm born in America, the United States of America, a great country. You know what I'm saying? I'm born in America, and when I go all over the world, I don't care if I go to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, to Central America, to anywhere, I walk around with my U.S. passport, and that gives me motherfucking privilege in the world as an American. I pay my taxes. I get to eat Hot Pockets and watch The Simpsons. You know what I'm saying? American TV? Nigga! We are privileged. I'm born a man. I have male privilege. I try not to be a sexist. But it doesn't matter if I'm fucking misogynist or sexist or not, because I benefit from a system that gives men an advantage, whether I'm a sexist or not. So I have male privilege that I have to recognize and I have to acknowledge. I'm not gay. As a straight man, people give me privilege as a straight man in a society. It doesn't matter whether I'm homophobic or not, I enjoy straight privilege. As an able-bodied man, where I can use my hands, I don't need a motherfucking wheelchair. That's a motherfucking privilege. If we don't recognize our privileges, society will never grow. The mark of civilization is when you recognize your privilege. So if you're a white person in this society, recognize the fact that you are born with white privilege, whether you fucking like it or not. And you know what? Being born with white privilege, that doesn't make you an asshole. That doesn't make you a fucking asshole. Being born with white privilege doesn't mean you get a pass or get a card that says you have no stress or no strife in life. It doesn't mean that you fucking walk into a club and they just open the velvet rope and you get shit for free like the Eddie Murphy shit from Saturday Night Live. That's not what white privilege means. It just means you're given the benefit of the doubt. And you know what? Having white privilege doesn't make you an asshole. You know what makes you an asshole? Denying it and not acknowledging that you have it. That's what makes you an asshole. We all have to acknowledge our privileges in this world. Some of us, by the way society is set up, have more privileges than other people. Which is why people who are poor, people who are oppressed, people of color, women, people who are gay, people who don't have as much privilege as rich white men in this country, sometimes we have to remind people that our lives matter. So when you hear somebody say Black Lives Matter, when you hear somebody say that, they didn't say only Black Lives Matter. If you heard them say Black Lives Matter, you think that they meant only? That's your fucking privilege, because they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Of course, all lives matter. That's motherfucking obvious. But just because you state the obvious does not mean that you are adding to the solution. You know what I'm saying? We can all state the obvious. We will know for a fact that all lives matter when we live in a society that treats Black lives like they matter. Let's go, Clockwork. Word is on.